Hi guys, it's me. I know, I don't usually show my face, but I figured this was something that I had to say face to face to you guys. So I was supposed to upload a video 3 to 4 weeks ago. I didn't get a chance to do that. My computer completely blue screen of death to me. So I spent a lot of time trying to fix it. I got my mom to help me to try and fix it, and it took days. And we finally factory reset it. It's good. Computer works great now. It's a lot faster. But downside is I lost some of my video footage. So some of the videos that I was doing from seed to harvest are no longer in existence. I have some of those on my camera SD card that I'll be able to save and salvage, but some of them I might have to scrap and start again next year, or if I have enough time this season, I will try and get those done. But I knew those videos would take a long time to create anyway. I have been filming behind the scenes for videos like that, but I just... you know, I don't upload as often as I would like to. I'm not super regular when I upload. That's just sort of what comes with the territory. That's what happens when you go to school full-time, you have a full-time job, and you're also trying to manage a garden, YouTube, and all of the other fun stuff that I like to do in my free time that I don't have very much of nowadays. So, a lot is happening. And I just want to go ahead and put this video out there. This is a garden update for you guys, just to sort of fill the void, because I know I'm sorry. But hopefully you guys like this video. I'm just going to go ahead and stop rambling and try and get. We're going to start with some seedlings that we have by the back door. There's some eggplant, peppers, and tomatoes. They look a lot beat up because we had some seriously hard rain the past couple days, but they're kind of recovering okay. So hopefully these guys will be ready to transplant into the garden here pretty soon. Next up we have our little whiskey barrel planter that has our Swiss chard and red Russian kale in it. I actually just came in here yesterday and picked a bunch of it out of here, so it looks a little bit bare, but that's okay. Working our way around, we have our Dollar Tree stackable planter that is filled absolutely full of lettuce on all sides. This stuff is beautiful, and it is filled with dirt because, like I said, we got some really heavy rain and it really did a number on these poor things, but they're looking amazing. This is a new little piece of the garden. This is one of the videos that I filmed and lost when my computer restarted itself. These are shishito peppers in 2-gallon pots. They're sitting on top of a pallet that's sitting on top of cinder bricks. Our garlic here is soft neck, and I did have all of this dirt filled up, but over time it is just sort of eroded downwards. I hope that doesn't affect the garlic, but this was an experiment anyway because we weren't going to plant in this bed this year. So I've still got a couple more months and we'll see how this does. Then of course we have our hard neck garlic, which is looking stunning if I do say so myself. It looks super healthy. If you get right down there, you can see all of the roots that have sort of eroded away. So again, I'm hoping that doesn't mess with the integrity of the garlic, but we'll just have to see in a couple months. So this bed is kind of a hodgepodge. It was attacked a little bit by some cabbage worms, but this is an early purple broccoli. This, I believe, is another early purple. This is a rapini that we have already harvested a ton off of. And as you can see, there's some more little tiny broccolis on there that will be popping out here soon. This is another rapini. It's gone a little bit too far, so we'll harvest these off. We have eaten the flowers after they open, and boy are they good. There's another one here. You can see it's got a couple little stalks on it. It's doing pretty good. This is another broccoli. We think this is another rapini, but we aren't entirely sure. Our lacinato kale here has tried to go to seed already, and it's going to seed again. So we're gonna have to pinch those off or let it go and just yank it out. We have some parsnips here. This is a different kind of parsnips. This is actually 3 rows. They look kind of blended together. They've really taken off here in the past week or two with all this rain that we've had. Then of course we have some carrots. These are all different kinds, but some of these are absolutely wild right now. With all of this rain, they've just exploded. And they're beautiful, but some of them, I'm scared that they're all tops. But I guess we'll see whenever we dig them up. In this same bed, we have some purple snow peas. And these looked a lot prettier a little bit ago. But with all of this rain, they have just sort of gotten the powdery mildew on it. But these are delicious. Oh my god. In this same bed, we have some bunching onions that I started from seed. Some of them have massive bottoms on them, and they are absolutely sturdy and beautiful, and they taste awesome. Here we have some lichi tomatoes. Now this is the biggest one we have. These are a type of tomato that get almost like hypodermic needle level spines on them. These are going to go in our front yard so that nobody messes with them but us. These are some smaller ones. These I need to separate. There's 3 in here and 3 in here. Here we have some of that same hardneck garlic with some red Russian kale. And this bed did really, really well in the cooler weather, but now that it's gotten a little bit warmer, the kale is, it's not as sweet. You can still harvest it and eat it. It still tastes really good, but it's just not as sweet. And then next to it we have our kiddie pool that has kale inside of it. And let me tell you, this kiddie pool is so productive. I recommend this 100%. I can't tell you how many just absolute packed containers of kale we've gotten out of this one little tiny space. Moving on, we have our strawberries, and these were all supposed to be in the ground, but they started flowering sooner than I wanted them to. And I've already harvested a few handfuls of berries off of these guys. I got these as bare roots and transplanted them. These are 3-inch pots that they're in, and then we have some red solo cups off to the sides. It's 3 different varieties, all kind of mingled in here. They're separated. I know which ones are which, but I've got some runners in here. Since I have so many, I have some runners that are being propagated in little pots here, as well as over here, and hopefully we'll have some more little strawberry plants. There is a grasshopper on here. I'm going to kill him. Moving on to our little other whiskey barrel section, we have this collard that's doing really, really well. There is a golden zucchini that has absolutely taken off with all of this rain. It is beautiful. This oregano has overwintered and come back with a passion. Look at this. It is massive. This was from one little teeny tiny plant, and it's overtaking this whiskey barrel container. I love it. We have a Brussels sprout that overwintered, and if you look real close in there, you can kind of see the little Brussels sprouts starting to form. I don't know how these are going to taste. It was kind of stunted, so I don't even know if it'll produce, but we're kind of having our fingers crossed. We've never really had luck with Brussels sprouts, so we'll see. So in this bed we also have some lettuces like what are in the planter, the little stackable planter, and they are doing really, really well. This bed was absolutely filled with bok choy and pak choy. Bok choy is the big one, pak choy is the small one, and as you can see, they've gone to seed. There are a ton of pods on here. We already have a bunch of seeds, so we've just been picking these off and eating them. They taste amazing. Do not be afraid to eat the flowers or the seed pods, because I promise they still taste like bok choy. It is delicious. This is our strawberry planter from last year. We had some bare root strawberries that we got from Walmart in here, as well as some plants that we had bought. None of the bare roots made it. But these plants overwintered without any extra care. They're doing awesome, but the only problem is that this dirt has settled so much where it was all the way up here, now it's all the way down there. So I'm gonna have to rethink this and maybe use it as an herb planter or something like that because my strawberries are sinking. Alrighty, so here we have 4 grape tomatoes and 4 black cherry tomatoes. Both are indeterminate types, so they have some sticks and clips kind of holding them up. You can see one here, one there, as well as string for the ones that were too thick for the clips. I came in here yesterday and took off all of the lower leaves that were touching the ground, any suckers I found. I did leave 1 or 2 like this so that I can propagate them. I have some set to the side. I've got some flowers on my grape tomatoes, as well as some flowers that have opened up on my black cherry tomatoes. You can see some kind of back there hidden away. There's some more here. So hopefully we'll have some tomatoes here in the future. Here we have an absolutely wild display of snow peas. There are 3 trellises here. They're only supposed to get about 3 foot tall, which is here. And there are maybe 4, and some of them are 5 foot tall. So we have picked countless peas off of this. We've decided that this is our favorite pea. We liked them before we even grew them, so we have left quite a few to go to seed. And as you can tell, they are very, very full of their peas. Down here we have another squash that's doing really, really well. We have several different types this year that we're trying out. Along the edges we have these onions that have sort of overwintered here. I don't know if they're going to make a bulb or if they're going to flower, so we've just left them alone. These were some Alaska peas that we have absolutely got to rip out, but we don't have anything that's going here at the moment. Same with these here. You guys, just look at these blueberries. They are amazing. They're loaded down. We really pruned back these trees hard this year because they were kind of overgrown, and they have sprung out with some beautiful berries, much more than we anticipated, so that's a really good sign. This is our heirloom corn. It's a sweet corn, and we're really, really hoping for good luck with this. We have a little cattle panel folded over with some bird netting and some clips to hold it in place, because when you plant corn or peas or beans or anything like that, everything within like a 3 or 4 square mile radius knows that it's here. I don't know how they know, they just know, and they dig it up. So we had to protect it if we wanted any corn this year. This is a Tahitian melon, and this is the first time we're growing this, but it's doing pretty well. It's kind of shaded out a little bit, which is a good thing right now because the days are getting really hot. They're shaded by our English peas over here. We don't even grow these for the peas inside anymore. We just eat them as snap beans because they don't give us enough peas to really do anything with. I know a lot of people grow them and they like them, but we've decided we're not going to bother with them next year. We're just going to grow snow peas and Alaska peas. Alrighty guys, that is it. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or suggestions for things that I should do in the garden, any kind of helpful tips, leave them down in the comment section down below. And as always, subscribe for more videos like this. I have DIY videos that I upload every so often, things that I think you guys might enjoy, things that I found out that I want to pass on to you guys, all that kind of good stuff. So be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that other good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!